There was a time when Friday nights meant one thing: driving to a store, walking through endless aisles of movies, holding a plastic case in your hands and hoping that your favorite film wasn't already rented out. That company was Blockbuster. And for a decade, it wasn't just a company, it was culture. With over 9,000 stores worldwide at its peak, Blockbuster didn't just dominate movie rentals. It controlled how the world watched entertainment. But behind the bright blue and yellow branding, a silent revolution was already beginning. A revolution Blockbuster would completely ignore. And that mistake would cost billions. Blockbuster was founded in the United States in the 1980s. At the time, home entertainment was exploding. People were buying VCRs. Watching movies at home was becoming normal. And Blockbuster had the perfect formula. Massive inventory, late fees, physical store presence everywhere. The business model was simple but extremely powerful. If a movie was popular, you had to go to Blockbuster to find it. And if you returned it late, you paid penalties. Those late fees alone generated enormous revenue. At its peak, Blockbuster was generating billions annually, and it seemed unstoppable. By the late 1990s, Blockbuster had become a global empire. Kids grew up with it, families depended on it, and competitors simply couldn't match its scale. Inside the company, there was confidence, maybe even arrogance. Executives believed physical stores were unbeatable. Customers wanted instant access. The internet was a niche trend. But while Blockbuster was expanding its stores, something else was quietly forming online. In 1997, a new company launches in California, Netflix, founded by Reed Hastings. It begins with a simple idea: rent DVDs online and deliver them by mail. No stores, no late fees, no physical browsing, just convenience. At first, Blockbuster doesn't see Netflix as a threat. It looks too small, too slow, too different. But Netflix understands something powerful. The internet will eventually replace physical distribution. One of the most famous moments in tech history happens early. Netflix approaches Blockbuster with a deal. They offer to sell the company for around $50 million. Blockbuster executives reportedly laugh it off. They don't see value in it. They believe Netflix is irrelevant, a niche service for tech enthusiasts. That decision becomes legendary, because Netflix wasn't a small idea. It was the beginning of a shift in global entertainment. As the early 2000s arrive, internet usage explodes. People begin downloading music, watching videos online. Digital consumption is growing rapidly, but Blockbuster continues focusing on physical stores, rental shelves, late fee revenue inside the company. There is hesitation to change. Why move away from a model that already works? But markets don't wait. They evolve. Netflix makes a crucial pivot. It moves from DVD mail rentals to streaming. Now users can watch instantly. No waiting, no physical discs, just content on demand. This changes everything. Because for the first time, entertainment becomes frictionless. And frictionless systems always win. Blockbuster still believes customers want stores. Physical browsing matters, streaming is not scalable. But consumer behavior is already changing. Quietly, rapidly, irreversibly. As Netflix grows, Blockbuster starts losing ground. Revenue declines, stores close, debt increases. The late fee model begins to feel outdated. Customers no longer want to drive to stores. They want instant access. Blockbuster tries to respond too late. It launches its own online service, but it lacks speed, vision, and technological advantage. Netflix is already years ahead. In 2010, Blockbuster files for bankruptcy. Thousands of stores close. Employees lose jobs, and a global empire disappears. Meanwhile, Netflix becomes a global streaming giant. What started as a DVD by mail service becomes one of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world. The irony is brutal. Blockbuster had the resources, the brand, the customers, but not the vision. Blockbuster didn't fail because it had a bad product. It failed because it misunderstood change. The company believed convenience meant physical presence. Customers preferred tradition. Digital transformation was optional, but disruption doesn't ask for permission. It replaces everything. And once consumer behavior shifts, there is no going back. The story of Blockbuster is not just about a company. It's about timing and awareness, because in business, being successful today can sometimes be the biggest risk of tomorrow. Blockbuster had everything, except the ability to see what was coming. And Netflix wasn't just a competitor. It was the future.